Hello YouTube, and today I am bringing you a trade breakdown video. I want to apologize now as I am in the parking lot attempting to get parking. Yeah, it's kind of a dog-eat-dog world out here. Right, but let's get to the focus point. Give me 1 second. Down video ever. Right, so sorry about that. Again, just trying to find parking. People are coming out of the building and I am just kind of praying somebody comes, and like essentially you're waiting on someone to get out in front of you, because the moment somebody pulls out, they taking these spots, yo. So I'm over here trying. Look, this is supposed to be a trade video. I gotta focus. Right. So as you can see, I have a bunch of different colored lines. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera or the screen, or but right. So I have a bunch of different colored lines. These lines are the lines that these are my support and resistance lines that I marked up yesterday morning prior to the market open. And so essentially they're color coded. The red is the daily levels. So right, why did I mark my lines where I did? Well, if you notice here, when we follow price backwards and we look at, or if we just kind of try to look at the broader picture, you can see that this is a high, clearly, right? This is the highest point that the market went. But where was the highest point before that? You could say it was here, right? But as you can see, this is a wick, and really we never went back up here, but we stayed coming down here. So I marked this as the previous high, because once this high was made, we came down, we came back up. Yes, we pushed past it, but we closed below it, came down, came back up. We touched it, came back down, and then finally broke this level. So as you can see, I feel like this is clearly the high, just when you explain it like that. But also personally I could be wrong, but I believe anybody would tell you that that is kind of how you are to mark up structure is yeah, you use the most recent structure points. However, even though this is more recent than this point, these candles were essentially just testing this point and holding below them. It really matters how the candle closes in that point. Whereas like here, this candle, we could count its wick, its closure even was higher than the previous highs too, though. So it's like it's an entire higher high, right? Whereas this is not, because there was no body above these highs, right? So that's why we did not consider that a break of structure. Whereas finally this candle came above this level and closed. So yeah, just do your go over your market structure. It's very simple, but it's super fundamental, so you want to make sure you don't oversimplify it, right? It's still kind of like certain nuances to market structure, right? So right, that being said, on the 4 hour, we're bullish. However, when you look at the 4 hour, you can see here, and here's again another example where we came up, made this low, pushed up, made this high, boom, broke these lows, made a new low, and we were basically trading bullish or bearish right up until this point when we started to trace kind of up. But as you can see, again, we did not break the form, no candle closures outside of it yet, and so we push down and then we break the low, and essentially that is where we confirm this downtrend. So since we are in a downtrend on the 4-hour and a uptrend on the daily, we expect that the daily will be overpowering the 4-hour at some point. Unless, we never see a change of character. But as you can see, we kind of do have that, especially now after yesterday and coming into today. But let's pretend this is not here yet, and so we're just looking at this, right? So coming into the day, we have basically been kind of trading inside this range, and you see these little black lines that begin to form is my 15-minute structure that I will now go ahead and go to the lower time frame and show you the 15-minute structure that I marked up. Hold on, guys. I think God just blessed me. I think somebody's gonna pull out. I think someone's gonna pull out. Now this is the part where, God, don't let it be a dog-eat-dog world, because it's another guy on the other side of this person gonna pull out, right? And they could very well pull in before me. It's kind of like trading right now. It's me versus him. Just like in your trade, if you press buy, it's you versus the sellers. If you press sell, it's you versus the buyers. As this lady pulls out nice and slow. I really hope I could get in to this spot. Ooh, come on, let me get it, go. Oh no. Y'all, this is, like I said, the worst trading video ever. Okay, or maybe, I don't know, this was definitely funny. Hopefully you guys found a laugh out of this, because Jesus, I have to deal with this. I cannot wait to go full time, okay? And yeah, that's real, yo. So if you feel like that, stick around. Hopefully we can make it happen for you here. Again, this is all educational information. Sorry guys. So where was I? 15-minute structure. Hopefully I didn't lose you. Hopefully you can rewind out what I was talking about beforehand. But yeah, so 15-minute structure that we were in yesterday at the open. We had a breakup structure here. Boom, you can see we made a high. And again, going over our rule market structure, when we came down back to these support levels, break and retest, simple play, we pushed back up to the highs. However, we were not able to break this high, and so therefore we did not get a breakup structure, and this is still our high, and this was our current low. So coming in, as we scroll over, you can see now there's some yellow lines involved. We'll go down to the 5-minute. The news yesterday was reporting that there wasn't much data. I'm going to leave a clip of the live trade actually, so that you can see kind of just in the moment perspective of things, and just how I personally carry myself in my trading. All right, so I'll delete that because that was simply a trade that I was just kind of back testing, right? Anyway, so at the start of the day, this was our high on the 5-minute. This was our low, right? How do we know this? Well, because this structure right here was broken when we made this candle. So therefore, since this was our high at that point, and we could follow this back and kind of see that this is the lowest point we had created, it was just like, this was kind of the structure we're in, right? This, until coming into the open, you could see 820, boom, we created this candle and we had broken this structure. So now we have a low here, and we have a high here, and we have a breaker structure here. Why I didn't mark the high was because, well, it's the open, and I kind of just wanted to, I don't necessarily need the lines, right? Not on my lower time frames, because price is right there, like I'm zoomed in, and I have my lines for the higher time frame. So if it's something that I needed to zoom out and see, it's already kind of marked up for me. You know what I mean? Anyway, right. So as you can see right here, 824, we had our break of structure. Price then was basically like I said, the news reported there was no data. My eyes reported there was no data, guys. I was looking at this like, what the fuck? Like, where is all the damn price action? Like, I know pre-market could be slow, but like, god damn, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there was simply no price action, but we did get a break of structure, a pullback, right, and then a closure above a POI level. So ideally, I could have entered right here, but still getting used to just trading the market open. It gets volatile, guys. So if you're not on your A game, this shit not a game. You know what I'm saying? The market's not gonna play with you. It's gonna take your money, bro. Anyway, so I ideally would have entered here. Did not. Right, because it met my criteria, right? We had a break of structure on a higher time frame, 15-minute break of structure. Then we had a pullback, right? Okay, and then a change of character on the 15-minute with a closure above a certain POI level. That's, for me, those are the criteria I look for to enter a trade. And right, so that albeit not much of a candle, this candle closed above a POI level after all of those things. So yeah, essentially potential trade opportunity here, but I did not. I waited for this candle close above this POI level, entered my position. I got filled somewhere about up here, so this isn't actually accurate. Let me make it accurate. Yeah, I want to say somewhere about right here. So not even really a 1-to-1. And that makes sense because when this trade was at its peak and I didn't close, it was like $1,200, and you'll see. And then when it got stopped out, I lost $1,700. So yeah, not even 1-to-1, but yeah, so I ended up taking a loss, right? But the takeaways from this is just like maybe being quicker with my positions and just taking profit, especially if I'm going to be trading the open. And I want to say like be more patient, but due to my work schedule, I trade when I trade, right? Like I could trade a little later into the day. I have no issue waiting for price to form, but it's really hard to pay attention to the charts and do my job. I could trade the open because 8:15 I'll go and break 8:30. I'm supposed to be back, but I could kind of be a little loose with that, give or take like 10 minutes, you know? So like, it makes sense, you know, just to go ahead and get what I can in that moment. To me, right now, until, you know, I do have the, like, you know, just take what I can, compound, it'll grow. And then I know later down the line, the type of trader I am, the type of trades I am capable of taking. And that's kind of like what that back testing was. I was just thinking like, well, earlier yesterday, like I was looking over what had happened. I was just thinking if I had just been sitting watching the charts, what are some things that I could have noticed? And clearly we got our break of structure. Even on like this entire move was an entire break of structure. Then we got a change of character right here when price pushed up here and broke this intermediate structure, and then we kind of pulled back. There was a candle rejection here off of a POI level. Not really quite a doji, but I could see myself taking that trade and then putting my stop loss below this candle and getting stopped out, which is fine, because right after that we did have another push above this POI level and another actual clearer rejection, clearly a doji, right? And we could have entered there, stop loss below our entry candle and the POI level, and targeted, because we just knew that the daily time frame was bullish. You know, we were kind of confident in just taking out these highs and just seeing where they go. As much as I like to say I would have maybe held out here for 1-to-11, realistically I would have took in profit as soon as we got here, maybe even as soon as we got close. Shit, I might even took profit at the first POI level, guys. Took the 1-to-1. So hey, it is what it is. We're not perfect. Just trying to be as honest with myself. Yeah, so that being said, I have really nothing left to go over with this trade. I'm going to insert the clip from yesterday now, and yeah, I'll leave you with that. Have a good one. Good luck, and right, here's the clip. You ain't never lied. Where is the data? Futures muted as investors await more economic data. That's just said same thing twice, bro. Like I said, we had a break of structure. Now I'm looking for a pullback followed by some type of candle closure at a POI level. If this candle closes bullishly, we might just be taking buys going into the day. Again, so 5 minute hasn't pulled back. Although again, if we could get these, go ahead and just buy that. Not gonna lie, guys, I think we're looking for the buys coming into the day. And if we're wrong, then we're wrong. Just going to place a stop under my entry candle. And wait for market to open in 10 seconds. We're going to see what happens, guys. Right. Okay. I feel like this minute is very crucial. As always, the opening minute of the market. All right. We are in an overbought territory. So, just something to keep in mind. The reason we got into this buy, as you can see, was just overall bullish sentiment in the market. So, we could be looking to close here. Ideally, my take profit would be here. But essentially, if we take profit on this trade, we would also just take profit at like $1,800. That is kind of just an easy number for me to close it at because I am currently doing a combine. But yeah, regardless of how the day goes, guys, this is literally how it goes every single kind of day for me. If you get your confirmations, you want to go ahead and take your trade. But I don't know. I guess I'm just speaking on how I'm feeling right now, which is a little anxious and maybe also the dopamine and synapses firing because we're in a trade. That's just when you put money on risk on, that's just kind of how it's going to go. You really got to be able to discern throughout these emotions
what it is you're going to proceed and do. So I've already pretty much committed to holding this trade to either stop loss or 1800 or take profit, and so that is basically what I'm doing, so and trying to express to you guys that as well. Hopefully this video was informative to you guys. That being said, I'm probably gonna get on out of here. I gotta get back to work, but yeah, you guys will see how this trade goes. I'll probably post a video about it, or maybe I'll just show a clip at the end of this video. We'll see, I don't know. But yeah, so I feel like that's kind of a good summation of how it goes down behind the scenes. Win or lose, I would like to show the outcome as well. However, it's not really about the outcome if you're following a mechanical step-by-step approach that is based in the data and not just how you feel and stuff. You're doing something right. Now, you do have to have a clear edge. If your strategy doesn't have an edge, then you're basically just gambling, and you want to make sure that there is test behind what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. So make sure you test out your strategy. It looks like we might get stopped out here, and if that is the case, it'll be good to see how I respond to that. So yeah, maybe I'll try and stick around. Not sure. I can totally see this position getting stopped out just because of the 5-minute break of structure. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys though. Like I said, maybe at the end of this video I'll leave a clip. If that is what I do, then here is that. If that's not what I do, then here's to another blessed occasion, us joining here and just being here today. So as you can see, I did just get stopped out. I'm just going to call it a day though, guys. I don't really have any reason to keep on trading, but yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully this was informative. I'll see you guys in the next one.